Hello. Today is, what day is it? It's actually Thursday. I know it kind of feels like a Wednesday, but it's Thursday. And we're back again for Number Corner. Yesterday's video was a little long. Today's video is probably going to be a lot shorter. So let's get started. Today we are going to very quickly look at our calendar grid and the calendar marker for today. We will update our calendar collector, which I realized that yesterday I made a mistake when I said we had, I think it was 153 degrees, but really we had 154 degrees. So we added 30 yesterday, and I'll show you where we are now, and then we will add whatever we spend to that total. All right, so today is the 18th. It is Thursday, and we have what looks like a triangle. Does anybody know what kind of triangle this is? What kind of triangle is this? All right, I guess we'll have to see. It almost looks like an equilateral triangle, but maybe not. I think it might be much like what we had before, which is an isosceles triangle. How many angles are in this figure? We have 3 of them, and all 3 of them are acute angles, okay? And then we can name it, I'm going to say isosceles triangle. It's not an isosceles right triangle because we don't have a right angle in this triangle, but it is isosceles because it looks like these 2 side lengths are the same. And so with that in mind, we are going to update the observation portion of our chart. It looks like our pattern goes from 1 line segment, the 2 line segment, to some kind of triangle. So I guess we're reviewing all the different types of triangles for the second half of this month. So we have a line segment, no real observations to make here, but maybe for the 11th. Remember what we said about what this kind of looks like? It looks like it's half, maybe half of 90 degrees. That's what I'm thinking it is. And we know that it's an acute angle. So then we have this triangle. So we have the 11th, and then we have the 12th. It has a right angle. And we call it isosceles because 2 sides are the same length. That's what makes it isosceles. And then 1 angle is 90 degrees. All right, so I can say the same maybe for, well, not the same, but similar. For this one, we have 3 sides that are all different lengths. And that's what makes it an isosceles, or excuse me, a scalene triangle. And we already know that there are 2 acute angles and 1 obtuse angle. And then for today's, we can say again that 2 sides are the same length. And let me go back. 2 sides are the same length. And I will add that, and you'll see that the next time we look at our calendar grid. And I'll also double check to make sure that that is for sure an isosceles triangle. All right, the last thing that I'll do before we look at our workbook page for today is update our calendar collector. So like I said, yesterday I made the mistake of saying we had 153 degrees, but we actually had 154, and then we added 30 degrees to that. So here's where we stand right now. Right now we are at 184 degrees, which is what? It's really close to it's close to a straight angle. And it's more than halfway around the circle. Because we know 180 degrees is like halfway around our circle here. Okay, so let's look at our collector. Let's see what we're adding today. my computer wants to cooperate. Finally. Okay, let's spin and see what we get today. Oh, we're adding another 30 degrees. So yesterday, so here's where I told you I made a mistake. This is actually 154 plus 30, which we now know is 184. So I'll go ahead and highlight that for us in color blue. So here's my arc. I'm going all the way to 182, 83, 84, and I'm going to make a straight edge from there. And now I need to add in another 30 degrees to that. So what is 184 plus 30? Good. 224. So now, let's zoom in even more. I am coming to right here, I believe, and here's my new arc. So we're really close to being 3/4 of the way done with our calendar collector, and I will update the calendar collector sheet. Here's what you guys are responsible for doing today. I'm going to go over it very quickly, and then you're going to be working independently because remember, you are responsible for your learning, okay? Number one, well, it's titled Exploring Triangles, and so we're going to be exploring triangles. You guys are going to draw different triangles. You may recall some of the triangles that we've seen via our calendar grid. And I'm going to draw a triangle for you just to give you an example of what one might look like. And I'm going to draw a very basic triangle. What kind of triangle is that? Right, remember it's a right triangle. So you're going to just draw several different types of triangles, and then you're going to try to identify the different triangles that you've drawn. And when I say several, I mean more than 2. So try to draw like, I don't know, maybe 5 different triangles. And then you can answer these questions below. So if you're looking or trying to think about how can I draw 5 different triangles, look at these prompts here. A triangle with right angle. Check, we did that. Draw a triangle that has obtuse angles. Draw triangles that have all acute angles. So that kind of can help you. If you don't remember, a scalene triangle has no equal sides. Isosceles triangle has only 2 equal sides. Maybe you could even draw an equilateral triangle, especially if you have a ruler at home. You can measure it out just to be very, very, very sure. Oh, look! Miss Trammell got ahead of herself. That's what it says for number 2. That means all side lengths are the same. So at this point, I'm going to leave you because you're responsible for completing this workbook page. Really, we're supposed to devote 20 minutes to Number Corner. So technically, you have about 12 minutes to work on this independently. And we will share our work when we do our next calendar grid activity. You guys have a great evening, afternoon, or morning, depending on when you are seeing my lovely face. And I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. It's only a day away. Bye-bye.